What's going on, guys? I hope you're having a great day today. Today I'm going to talk about how to improve your endurance with running. So I'm going to talk about a few things and how they tie in together. So hopefully this helps you, and if it does, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, to start building your endurance is also known as stamina, right? And to build that up, you have to build up your aerobic base. So there's anaerobic, which is faster paced runs, higher intervals, higher intensity, right? And then you have the aerobic base, which is building on those slower paced runs, lower, heartbeats per minute type runs. So when you're building that up, that directly equates to increasing your mileage, right? So as your aerobic base goes up, so is your mileage. Okay, they're linked together. So that's important to understand. So wherever you're at right now, wherever it is, based on what kind of runner you are right now, just start there and then slowly over a few weeks, build up a little bit more mileage, right? If you're running under than 20 miles a week, stick to like a 10% rule, right? So you don't increase your mileage more than 10% in the previous week. Now, if you're over that and you have run, multiple miles in a week before, then you can do a little bit bigger jumps more safely because you've been there before and you have been used to running and consistent in your life for a while. So now it's not too much of a change to go from like 20 miles a week to 25, right? But if you've never ran 20 miles a week and you're at 5 right now, going from 5 to 20 is a huge jump. So you want to do it smart so you don't hurt yourself and overtrain. But you want to be progressive and linear in nature to make sure you're building up that aerobic base, which will then directly equate to a higher endurance. All right, guys, the second tip is breathing. So when you run, the more efficient you can breathe and the proper you do breathe, the easier it's going to be. So when you start running, if you ever notice how you breathe, when I started running, I used to breathe exclusively in and out through my mouth, and I wouldn't even use my nose. And so what I found was, running anything over a mile in distance was very challenging for me. And it's because I was overexerting myself while breathing, and I didn't understand what I was doing wrong. All right, so for my recommendation of how you should breathe, it is in through your nose and out through your mouth, right? And if you even want to, you can do just solely through your nose. But the reason you want to make sure you're incorporating your nose while breathing and not just your mouth is that you can have slower, more controlled breathing, which will also help augment your pace and your cadence while you run. All right, doing this will help you run more efficiently, and is a great way to establish consistency in your running and your workouts. And at first it might feel a little weird, but over time you'll get used to it. And for me, it's shown huge progress and improvement in my runs. All right, guys, the last tip for how to improve your endurance with running is to listen to your body, right? So this is tying together the first 2 points as well as just understanding yourself better. So being self-aware throughout this process of running or just anything you try to change your life or like a habit or try to make part of your lifestyle, you have to listen to your body. It gives you signals when you're pushing yourself too hard. You might be overtraining, or you're feeling a little injured, or you strained a muscle or even pulled it. It gives you signals as to when this might occur, when things start getting tight and very fatigued and there's too much lactic acid built up and you're not properly stretching and recovering, and you're trying to do back-to-back workouts and you haven't even recovered from the last one. So listening to your body is huge. It takes time and experience to really understand what it's trying to tell you, but I highly recommend documenting throughout this process of you running or starting a new habit in your life, so you can see like what changed over time and what things, if you isolate them, like, oh, that was the thing that made this change or this result. So make sure you listen to your body. It's very important to do. Stay safe out there. Don't overtrain. But have some belief in yourself, but be smart about it. Stay progressive, linear nature like I talked about in the beginning, and then you guys will do just fine. Alright, guys, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it today. If you learned something or you liked what you saw, please like the video or subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave in the comment section below and I'll get back to you guys. So have a great day and take care.